Well, now we got a full look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Kup, and he is looking spectacular. We had an image a couple days ago that showed us a kind of half-transformed Kup. We didn't really know what's going on, and now we got a full photo shoot. We know how his gimmick works, we know his accessories, we know how his alt mode looks, and it's spectacular. So let's do this top to bottom. Let's talk about that alt mode. Alt mode is pretty dead on. Again, just like I said previously before, if I have one complaint, it's really just the choice to use that clear plastic for the window. I would have preferred more of a solid white, really get that animation model dead on, but it is what it is. Nothing that can't be changed with a little bit of paint, but it is what it is, but still pretty awesome. It's the alt mode, and it looks really good. It's pickup truck Kup, as we say. Looks great. Now let's go to that alt mode. So we had a pretty good idea of the alt mode and everything. Obviously, some of the images that have been floating around from this source have it kind of like, the shoulders aren't pegged in 100% in some shots, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's pretty close to what the Floro Dery model was. Obviously, from some angles, doesn't look that great. Some people aren't a super big fan of the face. He kind of looks a little too, I don't know, unhappy or sad Kup, his face. Maybe because he's trying to say, fix me. But that goes into his gimmick where, hey, people, you know what the gimmick is now? Popping off limbs. So from the original 86 movie, the iconic scene where the Robo-Octo Squid teared up Kup, a real good one, got his arm and leg taken off, and of course Hot Rod then fixed him real good, and that also ties into the Voyager Hot Rod having his little welding hand, so you could recreate the iconic scene of fixing him real good. What was it? Nasty burr in his rotator. Didn't even bend a fender. Good stuff, good stuff. The other thing that's really interesting is the accessories. So he comes with his gun, which is, it's his gun. It's kind of based off of his toy model, mixed a little bit with the show model. It's kind of like a half and half. But the real interesting accessory is that of the Energon Goodies. Now, some people have mistaken this for Cygars, which I doubt they were going to go for that. But so we got some Energon Goodies to give to the Sharkticon. So that's a really nice little cue there. So if you want to complete your Hot Rod and you're not interested in Kup, you got to get Kup to get those Energon Goodies because it's getting expensive. So this is really good. It's really good. I like it a lot. Good use of the backpack. It actually folds it up pretty down. Has the gimmick. Nice tall deluxe, taller than most of the Studio Series Deluxes from the movie side of things, from the Bay movie stuff. So just a really nice turnout. I'm very impressed with what we have here. But what's also interesting to kind of segue in the news of this is that of what's going to be happening with the deluxe price point. Now, so far from what we've seen, this comes courtesy of JT Prime 17, reliable source. The Walmart listings for the Transformers Kingdom stuff is going to be as follows. Core class is going to be $9.99. The Voyager is going to stay at $29.99. The Leader is going to stay at $49.99. But the Deluxe, and this is why I bring this up, the Deluxe is going to jump from $19.99 to $22.99. Now, what does that mean for deluxes for the Studio Series 86 stuff? We don't know yet, but it does show that there's an indication that there's some price movements going on in the deluxe price point. So, kind of a shame. I mean, when you think about it from the Kingdom standpoint, Kingdom, which is Beast Wars, when Beast Wars first started, deluxes were $9.99, and now deluxes are $22.99. You could argue inflation and everything. That's a whole other discussion, but it is what it is. So very interesting stuff. Again, I'm very excited about what we've seen from Kup thus far. Again, another toy that through his evolution throughout the years has had good toys, bad toys, Bakon exclusives, all kinds of little stuff in between. Third-party stuff that tries to fill in the gap. But in the end, we have this really good product here. I'm happy about it. All this Studio Series 86 stuff is probably going to be a day one purchase for me. Between Beast Wars, my favorite Transformers series, and the 1986 movie, my first touch of anything Transformers, it's going to be quite a year for me. 2021 is going to be when my wallet is screaming to the skies. So this is really cool stuff. Let me know what you think about it. And hopefully we'll see probably Scourge or maybe Jazz in the near future, because all this stuff is definitely coming out long before that Hasbro PulseCon. So very interesting stuff in the future. Very interesting indeed. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go have an Energon Goodie.